What is the most successful lie in the history? If you tell the truth you won't be in trouble. Yeah, Mom, I fell for that a few times and learned that lesson quickly. This hurts me much more than it hurts you. The worst answer to this lie is, why are you doing it then? During WW2 the British put fake documents on a corpse and dropped the body in the waters to be found by the Axis. It detailed an attack that never happened. Here's the best part. The plans for D-Day were found in a similar manner. The actual plans. But they were ignored cause the Nazi leaders thought it was just another ruse. Ian Fleming came up with that. He later wrote the James Bond novels. He was also cousins with the late Sir Christopher Lee. One of the most impressive ones was when Great Britain convinced everyone during World War II that carrots were the reason why their vision was great when it was really the recently discovered airborne interception radar technologies. I still know people that are convinced eating carrots as kids will ensure 20/20 vision for life. When I was a kid my older sister knew it wasn't true but convinced me it was. She thought it was funny to see me constantly begging for more carrots and getting me to do her chores so I could have hers. Well, now we're adults, she's had glasses for 15 years and I'm in my 30s with 20/15 vision. I know it's not from the carrots but it's pretty fun to ask her if she's got new glasses lately while I'm comping on a carrot like Bugs Bunny. That diamonds are valuable, they are extremely valuable in terms of their usefulness but not as engagement rings which was a con made up by the diamond industry. Engagement rings were made up by the diamond industry. Wedding rings used to be enough. Engagement rings or engagement bands were a thing going back to ancient Rome, and diamond rings in particular became common, at least with the aristocracy, during the Victorian era. However, their popularity in the US did temporarily decline after World War I until the diamond industry started promoting them in the 1940s. Just get good marks in high school. Once you go to a top-tier college, your life is practically set and sorted. There's no easy street unless you're a trust fund kid. Don't know about practically set and sorted, but if you really did go to a top-tier college and graduated with decent GPA, you do have a fair advantage in rest of your career. I have one that's not about G-Bus or religion. McDonald's lied and spread false information about that lady launching a frivolous lawsuit against them just to get rich after she burned herself with their scalding hot coffee. The lie was so successful people to this day believe the lady was just looking to make a quick buck. Another one would be the lie/propaganda distributed by the British during WW2. They claimed that carrots improved eyesight. The reality is, they wanted to hide the fact that they had invented radar from the Nazis. So they picked a food that was plentiful and well known to be eaten by their population and claimed the improved eyesight that resulted from this allowed them to better spot German aircraft. That lady got the shittiest deal ever. She is synonymous with frivolous lawsuits to this day and she was absolutely in the right and deserved compensation. Her injuries were extensive, and the temperature that coffee was served at was 100% dangerous to consume or in this case, have it spilled on you. In the beginning she was only asking for McDonald's to cover her medical expenses, so this lawsuit was exactly the opposite of frivolous. Maybe in the old days, but there was a time I used to believe without a doubt, that Undertaker and Kane were brothers, and Kane wore a mask because Undertaker threw acid on his face out of animosity. IRC Kane wore a mask because he was burned by the house fire that was supposedly set by the Undertaker when they were children. Likewise, this was the explanation for why he didn't talk for a time, or used a voice box. Vocal cords damaged by smoke inhalation, although it was later retconned that Kane only thought he had suffered injuries in the fire, due to the manipulations of Paul Bearer. Your tax money is coming back to you. I dunno about you, but I have access to pretty good quality schools, transportation, and parks and stuff. The richest people are that way because they work the hardest. That I saw a quote that went something like this: if success actually depended solely on hard work, we would all be ruled by Mexican roofers. That plastics are recyclable. Plastics are recyclable. It's just not economically viable yet. Columbus discovered America. Never mind the existing population here, he was about 500 years behind other European explorers. Scandinavians landed in North America around 1100 AD.